So the types of clients that I would see in my role really varies from children, young children, all the way through to family dynamics, couples as well, and individual adults. So in my role, I can support people through a variety of things, from whether there's some workplace stress that might be impacting their lives, so maybe some family history, perhaps some trauma work, grief and loss, if you've lost someone suddenly, or perhaps it's not someone, maybe there's a change of circumstance in your life and you're working through that grief and loss, you can come to me for that. Or couples counselling as well. If you've got some concerns about your relationship, maybe it's not going as smoothly as you would like, I'm someone that you can reach out to.
So the individual space, often working with adults who may have had, challenges in their own relationships in their own family, and they may be also struggling with some mental health issues. Couple counselling, so whether that's around helping couples remain together, repair past harm or past conflict, or it also might be a couple who are struggling in their parenting role too. And then we move into working with children and young people, so sometimes I might be just working with a child or a young person individually and, bringing the parent or caregiver in on occasions. But I suppose the bigger picture and goal in that space, working with children and young people, is providing a safe place for that child and young person to have a voice and to really strengthen those connections in the family. So yeah, they're being able to cope with whatever challenges that they're facing in a more helpful and healthy way for the kids.
The thing that I enjoy most about the job is that it's all very different. You have an initial set of information about this client, but once you actually meet the client, then it's completely different to sort of how you imagine the information, and then you're sort of establishing the work that needs to be done. It's a completely different process for each person, and it's a different challenge every day, and I enjoy that.
When parents separate, statistically, about 70% of parents work things out themselves. The other 30% do need more assistance and find that mediation is helpful. Generally, people will come to mediation because they are in conflict and having difficulty with discussing. And our skills in mediation are part of helping the conversation and facilitating the communication between people when the communication is difficult. We try and make that process really easy. Generally, one person will approach us first, and then we will invite the other person. This can also be grandparents as well. Sometimes grandparents want to talk about arrangements for seeing their grandchildren as well. But essentially it's a pathway to resolution, and people need those pathways open to them in order to resolve the issues between them.
So in terms of getting in touch with us, all you'd have to do is either pick up the phone and give us a call, jump over on our website, and you can find all the details there on how you can get in touch. Once you get in touch with one of our receptionists, they will book you in with an intake appointment where someone will assess the situation of what's going on so that they can actually filter you through to the right person that's most suitable for you.